Imagine you could hold in your hands a key to the heavens, an object capable of summoning angelic beings from the farthest reaches of the cosmos, allowing you to converse with intelligences beyond the stars. This is the promise of the Almadel, a sacred artifact from the ancient traditions of Solomonic magic where the boundaries between the material and spiritual worlds are drawn thin. Crafted from consecrated wax and inscribed with divine names and sacred symbols, the Almadel is no mere relic of mysticism. It is a portal to the celestial realms, a bridge between the human soul and the angelic intelligences that guide the cosmos. Born from the arcane knowledge of the Ars Almadel, one of the mystical books within the Lesser Key of Solomon, this wax tablet was designed to bring forth angels from the four altitudes of heaven, each corresponding to the cardinal directions and the elemental forces that shape the universe. In a time when scholars and sages sought not only to understand the stars but to communicate with the divine beings who inhabited them, the Almadel emerged as a profound tool for reaching beyond the veil. Rooted in the myth of King Solomon, the wise monarch reputed to have commanded both angels and demons, the Almadel draws upon the same ancient traditions of celestial invocation that granted its users the ability to access the mysteries of creation. Picture yourself in a darkened chamber illuminated only by the flickering flames of four candles, each placed at the corners of a consecrated altar. In the center, the Almadel rests upon the wax tablet, its surface carved with intricate sigils and the sacred names of celestial beings. The air is thick with the scent of incense, the atmosphere charged with the anticipation of divine presence. As you recite the sacred invocations, each word seems to ripple through the air, drawing unseen forces into the space. Slowly, imperceptibly at first, the energy in the room shifts. Something ethereal stirs at the edges of perception, the sensation of being on the cusp of another world. The flames of the candles flicker as if in response, their light forming a boundary between your physical reality and the spiritual forces that are being called forth. Through this ritual, the Almadel becomes more than a tablet of wax and symbols. It transforms into a gateway to the celestial realms. The angels of the east, tied to the element of air, bring clarity and inspiration. Those of the south, aligned with fire, offer strength and transformation. In the west, the water-bound angels guide emotions and intuition, and in the north, the angels of earth provide stability and protection. Each angelic intelligence answers to the divine names inscribed on the Almadel, descending through the sacred space to communicate with the practitioner, offering wisdom, healing, or guidance. To use the Almadel is to participate in a sacred conversation with the cosmos, one that has resonated through centuries of esoteric tradition. It is more than a ritual, it is an act of deep communion between the human and the divine. The tablet's precise alignment with the cardinal directions reflects a universal order, echoing the celestial harmony that underpins existence itself. This meticulous arrangement, combined with the practitioner's focused intent, creates the conditions for angels to descend safely into the ritual space, allowing you to receive their messages without interference from lower forces. In this moment, standing before the illuminated Almadel, you become part of an ancient lineage of seekers, those who have looked to the heavens not just for signs, but for direct communication. The Almadel, with its intricate design and powerful ritual, opens the door to that communication. It is a reminder that the universe is alive with forces willing to share their knowledge, guiding those who approach with reverence, patience, and clarity of purpose. Through it, you transcend the limits of the material world and step into the presence of the divine, touching the eternal mysteries that lie beyond the stars. Let us explore the intricate workings of the Almadel, diving into its construction, the ritual space it commands, and the spiritual forces it invites. From the purity of the wax tablet to the precise alignment of candles and the sacred names etched upon its surface, each element serves as a vital component in summoning the divine. As we break down these layers, we will see how the Almadel becomes a conduit for celestial power, transforming the material into the spiritual and opening the way for communication with angelic intelligences. Through this exploration, the mysteries of its design and purpose will come to life, revealing the depth of its ancient magic. The triad of material construction. The Almadel, a powerful ritual object, emerges from the careful combination of consecrated materials that bridge the material and spiritual worlds. This triad, the wax tablet, candles, and inscribed symbols, each serve distinct yet interconnected purposes, forming the foundation of the Almadel's design. Wax, pliable and pure, is chosen for its ability to absorb spiritual energy during ritual consecration. It embodies flexibility, symbolizing its capacity to mediate between the tangible and ethereal realms. The candles placed at the corners of the altar serve as both boundaries and beacons, casting divine light into the sacred space. They not only physically illuminate, but also channel celestial energy, guiding the descent of angels. The inscribed symbols and divine names upon the Almadel transform it from a simple object to a sacred tool, each mark acting as a celestial address, directing the practitioner's intent toward the desired angelic force. Together, these materials form a sacred conduit through which the Almadel becomes a vessel of transcendent power, capable of summoning and communicating with celestial intelligences. The wax of the Almadel is more than just a physical medium. It is a sacred substance, purified and transformed to carry spiritual significance. The purity of the wax, often white or translucent, ensures that it is untainted, suitable for creating a bridge between the material and celestial planes. Shaped into a square, the tablet reflects cosmic balance and stability, mirroring the four cardinal directions and establishing the foundational order necessary for divine invocation. Through ritual consecration, the wax is spiritually attuned, imbued with the energy needed to hold sacred inscriptions. It becomes a sacred vessel, a bridge through which the practitioner can connect with higher realms, its emergent property a spiritually attuned medium capable of channeling divine forces. The four candles placed at the corners of the altar are not mere sources of light, but pivotal elements of the ritual space. Positioned at the cardinal directions, they correspond to the cosmic altitudes of angels, forming a quadrangle that both delineates and protects the sacred area. The purity of the candles, like that of the Almadel tablet, ensures that their flame aligns with the divine, serving as symbols of spiritual illumination. Lighting these candles is a profound act, a moment when the practitioner beckons angels through the light, calling upon the sacred boundary they create to protect the space from lower entities. In their glow, the celestial and material worlds meet, allowing the angels to safely descend. The Almadel's surface is inscribed with divine names, sacred symbols, and angelic sigils, each chosen for its specific spiritual power. The divine names act as seals of authority, focusing the presence of the divine and drawing attention from the angelic realms. The sigils, representing individual angels, serve as addresses that ensure the correct celestial being is summoned, while geometric figures like stars or circles resonate with cosmic harmony. These inscriptions transform the Almadel into a precise tool for celestial communication. Their emergent property is the focused spiritual energy, enabling the practitioner to direct their invocations and ensuring that the right angelic forces respond. Triad of the ritual space. With the materials prepared, the Almadel's power is further unlocked through the careful assembly of the ritual space. The positioning of the Almadel candles and altar is essential to establish the sacred geometry that invites celestial beings. The Almadel tablet, elevated above the altar, serves as a focal point, suspended symbolically between the material and spiritual realms. This elevation mirrors its role as a mediator, with the careful alignment to the cardinal directions enhancing the ritual's cosmic resonance. The candles, placed in perfect symmetry at the four corners, reinforce this structure, casting a balanced quadrangle of light that protects and sanctifies the space. Finally, the altar itself, purified and consecrated, forms the stable foundation upon which all ritual actions occur. The proper alignment and construction of these elements create an optimal spiritual space, a doorway through which angelic forces can be safely invited into the earthly realm. Triad of spiritual preparation. The practitioner's readiness is as important as the Almadel's material construction. Before any ritual can take place, purification of both the practitioner and the space is required. Through fasting, prayer, and ritual cleansing, the practitioner becomes spiritually aligned, ready to engage with celestial beings. The consecration of the Almadel itself, through invocations and divine gestures, further prepares the ritual space by imbuing it with sacred energy. Finally, the practitioner's invocation through chants and prayers acts as the formal spiritual call that activates the Almadel. These actions bring the practitioner into perfect spiritual alignment with the tool and the celestial forces, ensuring the successful summoning of angels. Triad of spatial design. The design and spatial arrangement of the Almadel ritual not only reflect the cosmic order, but also facilitate interaction with celestial beings. The directional orientation of the Almadel toward the four altitudes mirrors the heavens, aligning the ritual with the angels' realms. The candles placed at the corners of the altar serve as both a physical boundary and a guiding light for the celestial intelligences, ensuring a safe and focused space for their arrival. The suspended Almadel floating above the altar creates a portal through which the material and spiritual worlds can intersect, symbolizing the connection between earth and the heavens. Together, these elements form a sacred portal, a spatial design that facilitates the angelic descent. Triad of celestial associations. The Almadel's power is deeply tied to the celestial hierarchy, reflected in the triad of altitudes, elements, and angels. The four altitudes represent different celestial regions, each corresponding to an elemental force, air, fire, water, and earth, that governs the qualities of the angels summoned from those regions. The angels themselves, as celestial intelligences, embody specific roles, from wisdom to protection, based on their altitude. This cosmic structure ensures that the practitioner's invocation is aligned with the appropriate angelic force for the desired purpose. The emergent property is a cosmic correspondence, a seamless alignment between the ritual and the celestial order. Triad of functionality. At its core, the Almadel functions as a tool for summoning celestial beings, acting as a beacon for angels through its inscribed symbols and divine prayers. Once summoned, the Almadel facilitates communication with the practitioner, allowing the angelic intelligences to impart wisdom, guidance, or protection. The ritual framework also ensures that this interaction occurs within a protected space, safeguarding the practitioner from malign forces. Through these functions, the Almadel serves not only as a conduit for divine manifestation, but also as a shield, creating a balanced process for safe, profound interaction with angelic beings. Triad of temporal phases. The timing of the Almadel ritual is crucial, with each time of day associated with a specific altitude and angelic influence. The seasonal timing further aligns the ritual with the natural world's cycles, ensuring harmony between the practitioner and the cosmos. Finally, the ritual duration, structured through prayers and fasting, attunes the practitioner to the celestial rhythms. This careful synchronization creates a state of temporal alignment, where the ritual takes place in harmony with both natural and cosmic time, enhancing the potency of the invocation. Advice on communing with angels. In the end, the Almadel stands as a testament to the timeless wisdom of Solomon, a figure whose legendary mastery over spirits and angels shaped the foundation of Western esoteric traditions. Solomon understood that true power did not come from dominating the celestial forces, but from aligning with them, seeking their guidance, their knowledge, and their protection with humility and respect. The Almadel, with its delicate balance of sacred materials, divine symbols, and precise ritual design, reflects this wisdom. It is not merely a tool for summoning angels. It is a sacred bond between the practitioner and the higher realms, an act of reverence toward the divine order of the universe. Through the Almadel, Solomon's wisdom whispers to those who seek, the forces of the heavens are not to be commanded through force, but invited through grace. In the quiet glow of the candles, as the angelic beings descend from the altitudes, the practitioner is reminded that the most profound truths are often revealed in silence and stillness. To use the Almadel is to understand that the greatest power lies not in the act of summoning, but in the communion that follows, the exchange of wisdom between the mortal and the divine. And in this moment of sacred communication, one glimpses the eternal, as Solomon once did, unlocking the mysteries of the cosmos through the light of the angels.